of all, what is a gerund? So a gerund is a noun formed from a verb. A gerund will always contain the ending ing or any verb ending in ing and used as a noun is a gerund. So how we can identify the gerunds in the sentence? First of all, the structure of gerund would be it is a progressive form of verb. Progressive form of verb means the fourth form like base form plus ing. Verb first form plus ing when we use first form of verb plus ing or it is called progressive form but it acts as a noun. It acts as a noun. It doesn't act as a verb. Then it is called gerunds. Then it is called gerund. So I'm repeating the definition. Like when we talk about the gerund, so it means base form of verb or first form of verb plus ing is used and it acts as a noun. It acts as noun. For example, if I say I am swimming, I am swimming. So in this sentence, the word I is subject, am is helping verb, swimming is verb. It's progressive form of verb like first form plus ing. So here it is verb. It performs an action that I am swimming. But if I say swimming is my hobby, swimming is my hobby. So in this sentence, the word swimming, first form plus ing, but in this sentence, it is not performing any action. It acts as a noun, so it is called gerund. It is called gerund. Okay, one more example of this sentence is I like swimming. So I subject, like verb, and swimming is gerund because it has first form of verb plus ing, which means progressive form of verb. So here in this sentence, it acts as noun. So from these examples, now we will discuss the gerunds in detail. Verb versus gerund. That how we can differentiate between gerund and verb. So first of all, in the first example, I run every day. I is the subject, run is the verb. So here it is used as a verb. But in the second sentence, I like running. In this sentence, I is used as subject, like is used as verb, and running is used as noun. It has first form plus ing, but it is acting as a noun. It is not performing any action, so it is called gerunds. So gerund means progressive form, means base or first form of verb plus ing, but it doesn't act as a verb. It acts as a noun. Gerund acts as a noun like Sarah is singing a song. Sarah is singing a song. So Sarah is helping verb singing. She is performing something. She is doing an action.
सर
So
आप
singing
कैसे हैं?
is a verb. Okay, she is singing. So singing is verb. But if I say singing is my hobby, so here in this sentence, singing is not performing any action. It acts as a noun, so singing is gerund. Or if I say, I love singing, so I subject, love verb, and singing is gerund because it acts as noun. It acts as noun. So here gerunds as a subject. So gerund as a subject it is used and it is also used as object. So first we are going to discuss how it is used as a subject. Like first example, singing makes Sarah happy. So the word singing is not doing any action, it is not performing any action. So it acts as a noun, makes verb, Sarah also noun, happy adjective. So the word singing acts as a noun, so it is called gerund. It is called gerund. So this is how gerund is used as a subject. And when we talk about gerunds as a direct object, gerunds are used as a direct object. And if I explain the direct object, so what does direct object means? Direct object means it receives the direct action. Object receives the action. When we talk about direct action, so it receives the direct action. So gerund example as a direct object, Sarah enjoys singing. Sarah is subject, sing enjoys is verb, and singing is what does Sarah enjoy? So she enjoys singing. Singing is direct object and it is also gerund because it acts as a noun. And if we talk about gerunds as indirect object, indirect object, as we discussed in the previous classes, indirect object means when the object receives indirect action, it is called indirect object. So Sarah made singing a priority. So here Sarah is the subject, made verb, singing noun because it has first form of verb plus ing, but it acts as a noun. It is not performing any action. A priority, and priority is here. So Sarah made singing a priority. Here it is indirect object. So the difference between verb and gerund is when we talk about gerund, like if I say he is playing cricket or he plays cricket, so he is playing cricket, playing is showing an action, so it is called verb. If I say I like playing cricket, so like is the verb and playing is used as a noun, it acts as noun. It acts as noun, so it is called gerund. It is called gerund. So the difference between gerund and verb is that when we talk about a verb, so it shows an action, but when we talk about gerunds, so it has progressive form, means first form plus ing, but it acts as noun and it doesn't perform any action. It doesn't perform any action and it acts as noun. So again I'm repeating the structure of gerund. The structure would be progressive form or first form plus ing or base form plus ing. Why it is called progressive form? Because it is used for the continuous actions, for the continuous ongoing tenses or ongoing actions. So that's why it is called progressive form. So first form plus ing, when it is used and acts as a noun, it is called gerund.